Hello everyone, here's the full guide on how to beat these two dungeons in the easiest way possible, and they're easier to beat than you think, so let's get started. So my full auto team is Morgan, Kay, Turin, and Guinevere. Let's start with Morgan. Morgan has OP debuffs. Her attack gauge depletion is the best thing that the devs put in her kit for a free hero. For her equipment, put vigor and accuracy sets and aim for at least 60 to 80% effect accuracy in the endgame. Put attack speed and make her fast as possible to optimize her attack gauge depletion. Upon progressing the main story and adventure mode, you will eventually get the legendary Master Memory Stone and use it to upgrade Morgan and unlock at least Chivalry 3. Next is Turin. By using her standard Storm Relic, your team will be tanky when she uses her active skill 2. Especially in this game, buffs and debuffs can stack twice, resulting in an 80% increase in defense for the entire team. Another thing is the increased accuracy buff. If you're not aware, this is actually the most important stat in the game, and most endgame monsters have higher resistance, and that Turin will stand out among the other healers. Stacking it twice will result in easy 80% effect accuracy, so landing debuffs, abnormal status, or just like Morgan's attack gauge reduction will definitely be applied to the enemy targets. For her equipment, use Vigor and Life, or Defense, or Resistance and Counter. Next is Kay. For a free hero, she can actually do the work of the role as a main damage dealer. There's nothing special when building her, just the usual attack plus crit sets. Aim for at least 60% crit rate, then full invest in her Hero Awakening and Relic Awakening. As much as possible, max her out to unlock her full potential. You can also change her to your any preferred DPS just like Bedivere. And last is Guinevere. What you just needed from her is the passive skill buff of immunity to abnormal status. If you don't have Guinevere, you can also use Bodwin, and he also has an abnormal status immunity after unlocking his Chivalry 3, and he's way easier to get and build up than Guinevere. The only difference between these two heroes is that Guinevere has easy access to landing damage dealt decreased debuffs when doing counterattacks, while Bodwin has shared damage buff that splits the damage taken of party members to the entire team. For Guinevere's equipment, I recommend using a full counter set so she can easily apply the damage dealt decreased debuff to the attacker. While for Bodwin, use Vigor and Life sets and keep on spamming his active skill 3. And for a more in-depth guide, you can check the description box on how to build Kay, Morgan, and Turin. Now let's talk about the condition on how to beat Cernunnos. In its first phase, break one of its legs to remove the damage immunity buff of its main body, then nuke all the way after removing its immunity. On its second phase, the only problem you'll be facing is the abnormal status debuffs, but as long as you have Guinevere and Bodwin in party, it will be a piece of cake. Even if it's immune to attack gauge depletion, you can still just nuke its main body. Then that's it. Now for Chrome Crunch. If you don't bring Guinevere or Bodwin in the party, it will randomly remove 3 members and you will gradually take them back while dealing damage and reaching this point on its HP. But if you will bring just one of them, it will stop removing 3 random heroes since they will have abnormal status immunity. In the first phase, just nuke its main body and ignore its summons. And on its second phase, nuke all the way its main body, and when its HP drops at 50%, you need to attack it multiple times. And if you're bringing Kay, Morgan, and Guinevere, it's easy for them to remove it. Then its next charge attack, you can manually use Morgan's attack skill 1 to remove it. Then that's it. Now, if you can't beat higher floors, it means you still need to grind more to optimize the overall stats of your heroes. As you can see in this guide, my only maxed out hero is Kay, and I didn't even use 6-star equipment. So beating these two dungeons is super easy. you don't need to use full legendary heroes to fully auto the floor 10. So that's all in this guide. You may also check out the full auto of each boss dungeon. Thanks for watching and till next time.